Hello everyone, welcome back to Feynman Education. Today we're going to solve the May 2022 Business Paper 1, Section A only, and then we're going to keep solving Section B and Section C. So let's get started. So first part is number 1 is your MCQ, and then we have 4 questions in this paper. So we're just going to solve number 1. So the Better Toy Store TBTS is a children's toy shop. TBTS has 3 shops in Singapore. 2 of the shops are located in a busy shopping mall, and the third is located at the Jewel Changi Airport. TBTS has a website for customers looking to buy toys online. Now TBTS selects toys to sell that are excellent for play, value, design, and quality. All TBTS toys are environmentally friendly. So this is something we have to keep in mind. And they're also excellent for play and quality and all of those stuff. These are also things we have to keep in mind. So let's start solving. So part A, number 1. Which one of the following is a form of promotion that targets a specialized segment of the market? Select one answer. So whenever anything is specialized, we say that it is niche marketing, trying to target specific consumers. So B is our correct answer. Now number 2, which one of the following is a financial aim for a business? So challenge, social objectives, personal satisfaction, all of these are not. Survival was the first thing that we learned in terms of objectives. So A is the final answer. Now part 3, which one of the following is a variable cost? So rent paid, management salaries, insurance agreed, all of these are fixed costs, and raw materials are the only costs which vary with the level of output being produced. So D is our correct answer. Number 4, which one of the following is a role of the production function? So the production function is basically the producing side of the business. So workforce planning is not, customer service is front end, staff welfare not really, quality control is under the production side of the business. Now for part 5, TBTS buys its balloon packs from a local supplier for 7.2 Singapore dollars a pack. It sells them to customers for 16.9 Singapore dollars. Which one of the following is the markup on a pack of balloons? So for this, if we don't really know the formula for markup, we could do trial and elimination. So part A is 7.2%. That is not the correct answer because it is literally the cost of the balloon, so not this. Then number B is 7.9%, which is also again not the correct answer because it is basically the profit on the balloon. 69.84 is also not the correct answer because it is the profit times cost of the balloon pack. So the only thing we are left with is part D, 134.72%, and that is the correct answer. Now for the last part, TBTS sells balloons in packs of 4 at a price of 67.6 Singapore dollars. The exchange rate is 1 Singapore dollars equal 3.05 Malaysian ringgit. Which one of the following would a customer in Malaysia pay in Malaysian ringgit for 4 balloon packs? So we are basically gonna have to do an exchange rate calculation. So if one pack costs 67.6 dollars in Singapore, then what is the cost of the same pack at Malaysia? So it would just basically be 67.60 times 3.05, and the correct answer for this is part D. So moving on, for part B, define the term private sector. So it's a 1 marker. All you need to do is write 1 line. So for primary sector, So for primary sector, it's basically the extraction of raw materials from the earth itself. So that is all that you're going to write. Extraction. So I'm just gonna write the points as always, and you are going to have to write the entire sentence in your exams. And And then part C, define the term diseconomies of scale. Again, just 1 mark. So economies of scale is when your average costs fall. Diseconomies of scale is basically the opposite. So when average unit cost increases due to increase in production. So average unit costs increase due to increase in production. All right. Now part D, state one factor TBTS should consider when selecting its manufacturers. So this is again just 1 mark, and we're asked what should the business as a whole think about when they are selecting its manufacturers. And it's important to keep in mind that we write about a factor which is very relevant to the objectives of TBTS itself. Just one random factor is not going to get you a mark, so it has to be really related to TBTS and its objectives and outlook. So we learned from the first page that TBTS sells toys which are environmentally friendly. All of the toys are supposed to be environmentally friendly. So connecting to that context, we could say that TBTS should select manufacturers that produce toys in an environmentally friendly way, so that it is in line with the objective of the business itself. So should select manufacturers that produce toys in an oops all right. Okay, so for part E, figure 1 is a financial extraction from TBTS based on the sale of 160 wooden toys. So the quantity is 160. We are given the variable cost per unit and the total fixed cost, and we are asked to calculate the total costs for making those 160 toys. So total cost is basically variable cost plus fixed cost. Now variable cost is given in units, and that's why we're given the number of units which are being produced. So the total cost would be 160 times 0.93 plus the fixed costs. So if you add it up, it would give you 704.11. Okay, now moving on to the next answer. Explain one advantage of being a sole trader. So this is basically plain and simple explanation of being a sole trader. We are not said anything about TBTS being a sole tradership business, so we don't really need to apply to the context. So since it's a 3 marker, we need 3 giving points. So being a sole trader is basically when you're the single owner of the business. So one advantage of being a sole trader is that they have full control of their business. So how is it beneficial that they have full control of their entire business? This means that they can run the business however they want. And if they can run the business however they want, that is again beneficial because they don't have to consult others. And hence there are no conflicts. So these are not 3 advantages. We are asked to write one advantage, and it is 3 marks. So we have thought about one advantage. This is basically the advantage, that they have full control. Now we have expanded upon that advantage. So why is having full control over your own business beneficial? Because we know how to run the business and we're going to do it however we want. And how is that beneficial? Again, because we don't have to consult anyone, so there would be no conflicts of interests. So we're basically taking one advantage and breaking down it into 2 points in order for the reader to understand how that is actually an advantage. So we're going to write it in one full sentence basically. That is that. Now for the last question in part 1, analyze the likely impact of external factors on business decisions made by TBTS. So external factors are factors which are outside the control of my business. So how are external factors likely to affect my own business decisions at TBTS? So it is a 6-marker. So we're going to basically analyze it. So external factors could be anything that is not under my power as the business. So we could firstly say that social factors are external factors because we don't control the changes that come about in a society. So we could say that social factors can help TBTS to understand the changes that customers show in the society, and it could be that they might be demanding more environmentally friendly toys. That is one point. And it would impact its decisions. How they could understand that more environmentally friendly toys are being demanded, and therefore they would make more of it, and this would mean that they're getting more competitive and bringing more customers into the toy shops, as they're acting in a responsible and sustainable way, even though they're making toys and they are high quality goods. So that is one way that the decisions are being influenced by external factors in the business. So the first point is that the social factor might be, so once again you're going to write it in full sentences, customers demanding more environmentally friendly toys, and this would mean that TBTS would have an increase in competitive advantage all right, and they would increase production and have more customers since they are acting in a environmentally friendly way. Environmentally friendly way. Okay, so this is basically our first point. So that gives you 3 marks. Now for the other 3 marks, we can think about another point. So it could be that technological advances could increase the cost of buying or the price of a range of toys, and that could mean that if the technology in toys is increasing rapidly, if the technology being used in the environmentally friendly toys are being rapidly increasing, then TBTS could be left with unwanted stock, and then customers would buy newer toys, and that would be a harmful effect for TBTS. So technological advances would mean cost of buying those toys increase. So technological factor is my external factor. I don't have control over it. And if that happens, then customers would buy alternatives or new toys. And that would mean that TBTS would have unsold stocks. And that is a disadvantage for the business. So the first external factor was social factor, and the second external factor was technological advantages, and we just analyzed how each of them would be a good thing and a bad thing for the business. So this is basically it for question 1, and you get 20 marks for this question, and then we are gonna go on to solve question 2 and 3 and 4 the next time. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe.